Hi guys and welcome back. So to avoid a long video and I don't want to be the clickbait kind of person who tells you the amount at the end of the video. So how much do forex traders make? I can only speak from experience and the people around me and my circles and the people I know. And so roughly if you've been in the markets for 4 or 5 years and above, I can say with certainty you could be making 10K a month. So 10K US dollars, not rands, US dollars, 10K a month. That's the amount. So that video would last like a minute if I was to tell you. But what's important for you to note is that 10K amount I'm talking about, it's specifically in the winning months when you're in profit and not in the losing months, because losing months happen. From my own experience and the traders I know, you can expect to be making to having 3 or 4 losing months in a year. You can expect to have 4 months losing in a year. So that could be in a row. A lot of the times that can happen in a row. So you could have 4 months of just loss after loss after loss after loss and be in the negative balance. But what's important to note is that that 10K amount I'm talking about, it can even happen for someone who's been in the market for 2 years or even 3 years or even 1 year for that matter. So what happens is you don't need a big account to be making 10K per month. But what I know is this is what happens with a lot of the traders I know. And they also got me into this habit, which is that you don't make all of your money from just FX and the markets. So when I say 10K, it's not just FX. They have so many other things they're running. So it's called skill stacking, right? And so what skill stacking is that you combine many of your skills and FX to have a bigger income. So here are some of the skill stacking things they do so that they get 10K without having 100,000 account, without having a $50,000 account. This is how they make the 10K. So the 10K, obviously it can be 12K, 15K. It just varies. The amount varies from trader to trader. Obviously better traders make more money and bad traders make a bit slightly less. But after 5 years and so, and you're doing all these things I'm talking about, base can be 10K. So they have other things like sales. A lot of the guys I know who are involved in FX do a lot of sales work. That could be like solar panels. It could be sanitary wear, sanitary things during COVID. So like hand sanitizers, masks, and things like that. So they do implement a lot of sales. So I know solar panels are a common one. Sales of sanitary things during COVID. I know they sell insurance. Some of them sell insurance. Others sell I don't know what you call them. It's called loan sharking and things like that. So a lot of the profits they take from the markets, they offer as credit to other small businesses or people who need loans. So they're selling a credit service. So that's another popular one. I want to get involved in that one, but things right now aren't too good because I'm trying to register as a credit provider in Zim, and that's really really difficult. So that one's you can do it even without having a license. Just don't get caught. You can do credit sales. That's the most popular one. You take your profits from the markets. So a lot of them you can make 2,000 a month or 1,000 a month, and then that money they loan out to their friends to get it to a point where it's 2,000, 3,000, and then I'm gonna explain how they make the other 7,000 or whatever it is. So they do a lot of sales work. That's important. They sell, it could be anything from courses. It could be IB agreements. It could be trading robots, books on trading and things like that. So they do a lot of sales work. A lot of them now are starting to do, I know there's like YouTube and editing skills. So a lot of YouTubers who are also involved in FX make a ton of money off of YouTube. They make more money on YouTube than they make in the markets. A lot of you don't know that. That's true. So you'll find, I remember going on Reddit and this guy asked, he said, how am I supposed to learn when the guys on YouTube teaching are basically talking about every single strategy? You end up not even knowing what they actually trade because they're talking about every single strategy. And I replied to tell him that like they're YouTubers first before they're traders. So you'll find that they post tons of technical analysis, tons of story time videos and things like that. Because like a friend of mine who I know was making like 40K on their first month on YouTube. So you can imagine 40K as in rand. So that's like about 3,000 US dollars on YouTube alone. So if you combine YouTube 3,000 and then your profits from the market and then your sales, your IB agreements or whatever course you're selling and things like that, it adds up quite quickly to 10K. YouTube and editing skills. So a lot of them also offer services to people on how to grow a YouTube account and how to edit videos. Math skills and technical skills are starting to become really, really important. If you look at obviously the main guys, Jim Simons, the man who solved the market, he was really good in maths and technical skills, so that allowed him to be the front runner in algo trading and AI trading and things like that. So what you can do is you can build your own AI. You don't have to focus so much on the markets because it does all your trading for you, and then you can sell it to other people, which is another good idea. I know Siam Kid also does business, so a lot of them mix trading with like business. So they do everything in business from I don't know, restaurant or sauna business, massages, things like that. So you have your separate business you focus on, and then you trade in the first hour of your day. So they trade in the hour of the day. They come back at lunch. They come back at 5 6 p.m. running their businesses and whatever else they do. I know a lot of the guys from Falcon FX, they are involved in real estate. So you could also do real estate with your trading. So your profits you cipher into paying your mortgages or for your real estate. So you have a mortgage on a house, you're renting it out. You use your profits to pay off the mortgages, and then you use the money from rentals to invest in your account. There's also that option. There's also having a full time job as well. So I know traders who have full time jobs who are making money off full time jobs off of YouTube, off of real estate and trading as well. Um, then there's the one I love, and I think this is the most famous one and the most legitimate, which is trading with a commissions based model and copy trading. So this is how Warren Buffett scaled to billions and billions. What he realized was that him trading his own money could make 35% a year, right? So on his account, he couldn't sustain his lifestyle or live off of that 35%. Although it was amazing performance, he couldn't live off of that money. So what he started to do was he realized if he could make a dollar for 70 people or 100 people, and then off of that dollar profit, he would make 30 cents from each dollar for every person. So he'd give you the 70 cents of the dollar, and then he would make 30. He would actually end up making tons more money even though he's using other people's money. So he's using other people's money, he gets paid commissions based on his good performance. So you can see that it's so easy for you to scale your business that way. And even with copy trading, where you people copy your trades, and then you share the profits, you charge a commission for trading on their behalf where they don't know how to trade. Problem is you need a certificate. A lot of the FSCA requires you to have a certificate to trade on someone else's behalf. So that's why that one's a tough one. But you can also do it through a broker where you don't need the FSCA's regulation. The broker basically has, a lot of them have copy trading systems now where their clients can copy your trades. And then others have added crypto investments. So crypto trading, like just investing in your cryptos and sitting when you don't have any other FX pairs to trade, is way more profitable than actually you trading, because cryptos obviously have 200%, 400% profits at times. And so a lot of them chuck their profits into cryptos and then they sit. And so it's easier for them to make 200, 400%, which even though it's risky, it's still really, really a good option for you if you're thinking about it. So I've talked about skill stacking and all these different things you should combine in order to get to the 10K. Now, that's the option I think is much better. I mean, I'm looking at things like alcohol, baling boxes. Now I want to also move on to school books for kids. So I was doing alcohol and baling boxes. If you don't know what that is, it's basically equipment for tobacco farming. And then I wanted to do my legal stuff on the side, and do that app development and stuff in the legal sector on the side. And then obviously you have sales and other things. So in total, it will add up to the 10K. But if you want to put yourself under pressure and say, I'm going to make 10K from the markets alone, good luck with that. The only problem with that is that things happen. Sometimes there's no volatility in the market. There's nothing we can do about that. There's no volatility in the market. Sometimes conditions change and then your strategy doesn't work as well as it used to. So when my strategy started showing crazy signs during COVID times, I just stepped away and I focused on other things, which is the benefit of skill stacking, which is that once you put your effort into the other ventures of your life, you will make up for the money you've lost in your FX venture. But the point is to have many different pots on the stove, so that when one doesn't do so well, you still have a backup and you're still making the base 10K. And I hope that sheds some light on how you should go forward in scaling your returns, because the point isn't to trade bigger lot sizes until you blow accounts and triple and make 400%. The point is that you should know that, listen, if you're making 35%, you're doing really, really well. Focus on doing other things that are less riskier but are still contributing to get you to the 10K. That's really, really, really important. Don't try to focus on getting a really, really big FX account and putting pressure on yourself to get the 10K. Because what a lot of people do is they end up trading with like a 2K account and try to get to the 10K. Or they're like, how is that even possible if I don't have such a big account? And that's just what I focused on now, so that you can focus on many other different projects to get you to the 10K.